sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Arizona right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you...
And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Arizona! And once he...
Touchdown.
They had no shot at catching it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hayward. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
2nd and 8 from the 16. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll run the option. At the 20, he's got space. And they're in for a touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the point after is good. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Goes to the option. The pitch. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. Nice move there. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Fourth down coming up.
Got it behind the line. It's Ashley. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, look out! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Brown wants to pass. He's got it. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The tag. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Brings up fourth down.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, better look out! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Using his legs, it's Young. Makes him talk to the hand. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll give it to the back. And the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout by the offense.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
With a red zone opportunity.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He just has a way of finding those creases as he gets out to the 15.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Brown wants to pass. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. He breaks a tackle. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. 8th play of the drive coming up. The pull and throw off the RPO. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They get to him as he throws. Got a man, it's Patterson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score. And they showed you that physicality there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hayward. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got him and they convert. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Find some fresh air. Speeding down the left side. The 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it on the outside, it's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Arizona going back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Makes his connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. DB's right up on the receivers. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Arizona.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The play action fake. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's not afraid to go deep. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Got the quick pass. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. At the 45, on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
Second down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback checking the play. Brown wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it inside the 15. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Arizona offense will take over 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was